Hey guys, it's Ability44 here. I'm going to be telling you about the Flish Flingers improvements to RuneScape that were made on June the 6th. Now, of course, these fishermen are the key to actually getting to the Flish Flingers D&D, and the D&D is able to be played by all fishermen of all levels. Now, the places where these fishermen have actually permanently been added to in RuneScape are inside the Fishing Guild, which was previously established that they were always permanently in the Fishing Guild, but other places where they've been permanently placed now are Catherby Beach, Shiloh Village, Piscatoris, Barbarian Village, northwest of Lumbridge, southeast of Lumbridge Swamp, southwest of Draenor Village, Burthorpe when tutorial mode is inactive, and at the docks south of Barg Darut. So, now, these fishermen also, you can claim your rewards from them, which are the beginner's tackle box, or any tackle boxes for that matter, some fish that you actually get from your tokens, and of course the new fisherman's gear. So now with this fisherman gear, as you can see, it's all pieces are 140 tokens, and this fisherman's gear will give you 2.5% more experience while fishing for any type of fish that you want to catch. Now, as you can see, my mini-map's kind of fucked up. I don't know why the hell that's, I don't know why that's, all messed up, but for whatever reason it is at the moment. It might just be because of my video recorder or something, but, I'm sure once I actually get into the Flish Flingers area that it will fix itself, hopefully, because that's really, really weird, and I won't be able to tell land from water if it doesn't, which would be pretty bad. But yeah, these competitions are going on every 20 minutes. You'll be able to get 10 entry tickets per week rather than the previously established amount, and each day you can receive 2 tickets per, from a fisherman. He'll give you 2 tickets every day, so you can definitely get in 2 plays a day if you really feel like doing it. And also, these tickets can also be obtained by some fish that could possibly spit them out and, shit like that within the actual distraction and diversion. Now, along with the reward system, there's been a few updates to the experience that you can gain with each fish that you actually catch within Flish Flingers, so they'll give more experience now. And of course, there's bigger fish in Flish Flingers, which will actually give you an extraordinary amount of experience, but I'll make sure to tell you all about those fish when I actually get into the game, which I'm actually going to teleport towards now and hopefully get this freaking thing centered. There we go. And all you have to do to get into the Flish Flingers D&D is actually just right-click, teleport on one of these fishermen, which are located at the previously said areas. Also, I'll have those locations in the description, so you can make sure to check those out. What the fuck is going on here? The waiting time in the arena is 5 minutes. If you speak to me again, then I'll... okay. So, there's a Flish Flingers competition going on right now, so that's why I actually can't get into the Flish Flingers distraction and diversion, but in just a few minutes I will, talk to him again and hopefully be able to get into the competition. I am in World 71, which is the unofficial Flish Flingers world. If you wanted to kind of pick up this D&D while you were fishing, World 71 and World 89 are the unofficial Flish Flingers worlds, so you definitely want to look into those worlds if you were going to be starting to play Flish Flingers. So I'm going to check out what's actually wrong with this mini-map, probably try to relog, and then I'll start this video up, get into the distraction and diversion for Flish Flingers, and show y'all how that works and what gameplay and interface updates they actually did for Flish Flingers. Alright guys, I actually figured out the map issue. All I had to do was relog. I'm going to teleport with the fisherman now, though. Oh my god, 1 more minute. Alright, let's just wait it out, and hopefully he'll allow me to actually go into the waiting room within the next minute, so I'll try again in just a bit. Okay, it seems like other people are actually going into the Flish Flingers D&D now, and I can actually join as well. So cool stuff. Not actually going to wait for the 4-minute timer to actually go down throughout this whole D&D, but as I said before, I am in World 71, which is the main Flish Flingers world. The other unofficial world for Flish Flingers is 89 if you actually wanted to jump in and, you know, do this D&D for yourself. These would definitely be the two smartest worlds to do this D&D in, but I'm gonna wait until the game actually starts to show y'all kind of like the ins and outs of Flish Flingers and hopefully give you a little bit of knowledge behind the improvements and the game itself. That's kind of weird. The game started before the timer actually went to 0. It was still on a minute. I will be actually fishing up here. I don't know why the fuck I went down there to start fishing. But yeah, I'm gonna do some river fishing. Put that back up there and start fishing away. Now, some of the updates or improvements that they actually did to this for the actual gameplay is now once you hit a 100% rating, you'll automatically catch a big fish, which is really cool. Why the fuck am I not catching very good? What's going on here? I'm not using the right type of moth. Oh, it's supposed to be green moth. Double hook. Maybe I'm supposed to use it as number 2 weight or something. I don't know. Anyways, once you reach 100% rating, you'll start catching, you know, bigger fish. It's really weird that I'm not catching anything good, though. It's supposed to be 100%, I thought. We'll find out. Competitions have now been reduced in length. They only last 10 minutes, and obviously I've already been in this competition for like a minute and a half almost. And, yeah, so that'll just, you know, it won't run on for as long now, which is really cool. They've also did some interface enhancements. As you can see, this tells you what your best, you know, catches have been, or your best, you know, hooks and ranges and ratings and all that. Also, they've added in this little discovered ratings thing. Now, I believe that this works off of every single competition, like in, you know, depending on which competition you're in. Like if you do one competition, it'll have ratings for that competition, but it won't have ratings for your whole competition lineup or anything, because I did have a 100% rating on one of these before, but I can't remember which fucking hook I used actually, or how my setup was. So that's kind of unfortunate, but you know, I mean, it happens, and hopefully soon, you know, I'll actually be able to, you know, find that out once again. As you might have seen, there was a big fish right there. There was a few bubbles. Actually, it's better down at the docks if I show you there what the actual big fish bubbles look like. So as you see over here, these are where the big fish locations are. As you can see, you can catch the big fish at these bubbles. And you don't really need a formed group or anything. It's just if 4 people are helping to catch that one big fish, you know, it's definitely the best if 4 people help. But, you know, you could have just a small group of yourself and somebody else to actually help catch the big fish. And, you know, you'll get things running like that, which is really quite cool because it'll give tons of experience and it'll just be amazing. I am not using the correct hooks. I want to use a standard hook on this. Okay. A higher level weight. Now, this is very, you know, crazy how this shit works. But you know, depending on how you set up your hooks and your bait, and you know what kind of weight you use, you could definitely catch quite a large fish. Depending on if you're at the docks or at the river or wherever the hell you fish down here at Flish Flingers. So you know, you definitely want to mess around with these a little bit and figure out what would actually be best for you to use. But getting back to the interface enhancements, it's a simpler, easier to understand weight system. So these are your weights that you would catch, and I don't know why that little hover bar isn't actually following me down or anything. But you know, it's just a simpler way to tell which fish are the heaviest, and yeah, it's very good that they actually added that into there. A new interface displaying the best tackle combinations for you discovered so far, and you know, that's just this right here. It'll just tell you which tackles you should actually use to catch a certain fish, you know, which is really good and, you know, somewhat useful if you're continuously switching up trying to find which tackle to actually use to catch what fish. The barrels have also now been moved closer to the shores to where you won't have to run out so far to actually find out, like, or, you know, you won't have to run to the barrels and then run back to fish, you know. So they're just a lot closer placed, and that's very helpful, so you won't have to move as much. You can fish more without moving as much, which is awesome. Also, last thing on the enhancements for the interfaces, the hints can now be obtained by right-clicking on the fisherman, so that'll give you fast fishing advice on the fly. So I'm sure that they throw that little pun in there for you know, the fly fishing rod. Anyways, yeah, you can obtain quick hints from fishermen, which actually is not there at the moment. I'm guessing he's off somewhere else, just kind of fucking around doing something I really don't know. But yeah, you can definitely get advice from him, and he will give you quick hints on what tackle to use, or, you know, whatever the hell you need hints for, honestly. So you know, just those are all the updates for the Fish Flingers minigame. I'm gonna play this game out, and I'll start the video back up once this game's actually finished. Alright, we only got a few more minutes left on this competition for Fish Flingers, so I'm just gonna let this play out. We only got 12 seconds left. Hopefully I'll be able to get this big fish right here. Oh my god! Can I fucking fish? There we go. You are already helping, blah blah blah. Got 2 seconds left. Oh, come on, come on, come on! No, didn't get it. Alright, let's see. I did not get a very good ranking, so hopefully next time I actually come here, I'll do a little bit better. But, you know, that's been all the Fish Flingers updates, and maybe I'm actually able to get another tackle box now. No, I still need a few more points, but, you know, hopefully soon I'll be able to get another tackle box. And the new tackle boxes, of course, do feature rewards, as, like, they hold stacks of raw fish, growing in size as the box is upgraded, Carwell bomb vessels, crayfish cages, living minerals, and your fishing outfit. So those are all pretty cool, and you know, throughout their competition history function, they'll also display your current number of Fish Flinger tickets and state when you'll be able to claim more. So it's pretty much just like the tool belt for Fish Flingers. Alright, well, that's all for the Fish Flingers improvements. I'm going to tell you all a little bit about the other news to kind of finish this video off. In the other news, acquiring a Champion's Tackle Box is now a requirement for the Trimmed Completion Escape. Lost Fish Flingers rewards can now buy reclaimed for free. That seems like a spelling error. Lost Fish Flingers rewards can now be reclaimed for free at Fish Flingers Reward Shop, or by speaking to any of the fishermen. The graphics in the caves found throughout the Berthorpe area have been improved. Be sure to take a look. And last but not least, on the other news updates, the Runic Accuracy and Sharpshooter's auras up to Master level are currently available for 25% off at a discounted price in the Loyalty Shop. So, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to leave your comments. I really hope that y'all enjoyed this video. And, yeah, I'll be making another one for y'all soon. Peace out.